it is a snooping app. I mean, clearly, it's ridiculous. Now, where else do they want to, I mean, citizens have their right to privacy. Even all of you must be having a right to privacy to send your own messages to family, friends without the government looking at everything. It's not just one thing. It's not just snooping on the telephones. It's overall. They are turning this country into a dictatorship in every form.
Would you believe that the government can now get access to your phone's data simply because a new app is being forced onto every device? Yes, now the center has asked all smartphone companies, both Android and iPhone, to pre-install a government app called Sanchar Saathi on every new phone. And this has set off a major controversy. So would you be comfortable knowing an app you never asked for is sitting on your phone with deep permissions? Apple and Google have pushed back, saying they don't allow any forced apps with deep permissions. Apple is especially resisting because its entire system is built on strict privacy rules. On the political side, Congress is calling Sanchar Saathi a snooping app and an attack on personal privacy, saying no democratic government should force an app that people cannot disable or delete. But the government says something else. They claim Sanchar Saathi protects users, helps find stolen phones, blocks fake IMEI numbers, and keeps cyber fraud under control. And now the big question is this app optional or mandatory? The official order says one thing, the minister says another. And the confusion is only growing. Hi, this is Khatija, and today we are breaking down the full story behind the Sanchar Saathi controversy, why the government wants it pre-installed. But before we get started, do subscribe to Lokmat for more updates. So let's understand what's really happening here. Sanchar Saathi, in very simple words, it's a government platform that helps people block stolen phones, check if someone is using a SIM in your name, verify IMEI numbers, and report fraud calls. According to the government data, the app has already helped recover over 7 lakh lost phones and blocked more than 3.7 million stolen devices. So on paper, it sounds like a safety tool for users. But the controversy started when a government order dated November 28 surfaced. It asked every smartphone company, Android brands, and even Apple to pre-install Sanchar Saathi on all new phones, and to also push it to unsold devices through software updates. The order also said that users should not be able to disable or remove the app. That's where things escalated, because companies like Apple and Google usually don't allow any third-party apps to be force installed. Apple especially has very strict rules. They don't allow even government apps to be built into the system by default. And Sanchar Saathi needs deeper system access to work, which goes against Apple's privacy architecture. That's why both Apple and Google pushed back. They want clarity on permissions and on whether it's truly mandatory. And then the political storm came in. The Congress sharply criticized the move, calling it a snooping app and saying it could violate people's privacy. Leaders pointed to Article 21 and the Supreme Court's privacy judgment and asked the government to roll it back until everything is explained properly. Many opposition leaders said that installing something compulsorily without user consent raises questions in a democracy. To address all the confusion, Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia stepped in. He said the app is not mandatory. Users can delete it if they want, and that it means for safety, not surveillance. His statement directly contradicted the original Department of Telecommunications circular.
तो इसे एक्टिवेट मत करो,
ऑप्शनल।
सुनिए ना, अगर आप इसको अपने फोन पे रखना चाहते हो तो रखो, अगर आप इसको डिलीट करना चाहते हो तो डिलीट करो। जिस तरीके से, उदाहरण के तौर पर, आपके फ़ोन पे जब आप फ़ोन खरीदते हो तो उस पर कई ऐप्स आ जाती हैं, जैसे गूगल मैप्स भी आ जाता है। अब आपको गूगल मैप इस्तेमाल नहीं करना है तो आप डिलीट कर लो, अगर आपको संचार साथी इस्तेमाल नहीं करना है तो डिलीट कर दो।
इसका मतलब ये ऑप्शनल है सर।
ऑब्वियसली डिलीट कर सकते हो आप, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
So now everyone is waiting for an updated official notice to see what the final rule actually is. Meanwhile, public reaction is also mixed. Some people see it as a useful tool because it helps track stolen phones. Others are worried about permission and privacy. Tech experts and digital rights groups say pre-installing any state-run app without choice can reduce trust, even if the intention is good. And internationally, this move is being compared to what countries like Russia and China do, where phones come with certain government apps by default. But the government here insists the situation is different and that users will have control. For now, what we know is this. The app exists, the order exists, the minister says it's optional. The updated directive is still awaited, and companies like Apple and Google are in talks with the government to find a middle path. Maybe a system level feature instead of a full app, like what happened earlier during the Do Not Disturb app dispute in 2016. So as of today, there is no clarity on whether Sanchar Saathi will become a permanent, non-removable app on every phone, or whether the final decision will give users full choice. We'll have to wait for the new circular to understand the government's exact position. Until then, this debate is going to continue between privacy, safety, and technology rules, and users' rights all around one single app. So what do you think about the Sanchar Saathi app? Do you see it as a helpful tool for security, or are you worried about privacy? Share your thoughts and let us know your views in the comments below.